YouTube viewers, this is Sensor Michael bringing you my 126th podcast brought to you by Scurry Productions. Like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Now, let's get into the latest Dino Charge News Part 2. Turns out, well, I got some juicy news this time around. Turns out the plans it turns out there is a bit of a loose snap casting. Basically, it's a casting snack. Turns out they're now casting for who's gonna be play the great Dino Charge Ranger. Now, I originally said that Whitey's brother Matthew, the cowboy, is originally going to play. It's going to be the great Dino Charge Ranger. But turns out that Lynn and some of the writers of Dino Charge has had a little change of mind. They wanted to, according to my sources, Lynn wanted to stay true to the original storyline for Dino Charge and still be original. So basically, they figured that Rodney's brother Matt, who is a cowboy, wasn't a good fit to be who wasn't a good fit to be the Great Dino Charge Ranger. Because in the Sentai, King Gray he's a spirit ranger, but he's a kung fu master. So basically, Q Gray is mostly in the Sentai. He knows kung fu. He fights like a kung fu master. So basically, I kind of think that I'm glad they changed their mind about not making Wiley's brother the great Dino Charge Ranger, because it didn't really fit the personality of that Ranger. So basically, I'm glad that Lynn and his team, made that last minute change until, during the hiatus and whatnot, before Dino Charge come back from hiatus at the end of August, but there's also a bit controversy in this last minute change as well. Lynn is like I said, Lynn wants to still stay true to still wanted to. I'm sorry. Got something too much. Anyway, like I said, Lynn still wants to stay true to the original Sentai storyline. So this brings up is we might be seeing two Kiryu purples and two Kiryu aquas. Now, two purple Dino Charge Rangers and two aqua power Dino Charge Rangers. Now, in the original Sentai, two out of the five Rangers were spirits, and was Kiryu Gray and Kiryu Aqua. At the end of the last two episodes, at the end of that Sentai, Q Gray and Q Aqua passed their powers to they replace it. Q Greg and his powers to his long to his great grandson, and Kiyuaka gave his powers to a to Kiwi Blue's sister, who became the female Kiyuaka. So this turns with this this also tells us that we might see a male Aqua Ranger and a female Aqua Ranger in Dark Child, also a male Purple Ranger or a male purple and a female Purple Ranger. Now it's most obvious the male Purple Ranger might be related to Miss Kindle in some way. So basically, in the original Centaur, the male Purple Kiwi was the grandfather of the female Kyuja in the Sentai. So basically, if they do stick to the original storyline, or they do stick to the original storyline, so basically we might see a relative of Miss Kendall or Miss Kendall as a Purple Ranger. Most likely, I would say maybe her grandpa or something like that. Who knows? Might shows up and we get why she's very hell bent on, why she was very upset we coming to paint Purple Ranger. You know, because if you've been watching dinosaurs ever since Sylvie became the paint dinosaur. Miss Kindle has been a real bitch to her. So basically, this tells us that she wanted the pink energy and wanted to be a Power Ranger. But she felt cheated when Sylvie got the pink energy instead of her. So basically, it might be an episode about her wanting to be Miss Kindle, wanting to be a Power Ranger, just like her grandpa. Also, the identities of the two, the identity of Q Gold and the two Aqua Rangers and Q Silver and the 11th Diamond Charge Ranger is not yet to be revealed yet, but it's like I said, Lynn wants to stick to the original. Want to stick to the original storyline for dinosaurs, like they for dinosaurs in the time. Lynn wants to stick to the original storylines of Sentai. So basically, it's Lynn and his wife says still stick to the original storyline. So basically, that means that people might become curious. Might become Kiwi Silver for a while, then gets replaced by who? Everybody's saying it might be replaced by Jason. So Keeper's precinct might be replaced by Jason, or AKA August St. John, but. Like I said, so far, August St. John is still negotiating with Saddam Brands to returning to to still negotiate still in negotiations at this point, but it's but there's been according to my sources there's been reports that August St. John was seen on the set and was being fitted for a ranger outfit, but August St. John is okay. The statements that August St. John says is that he did not visit the set of Dino Charge, or he was not fitted for any Ranger suit as of yet. He's still on still in negotiation with the Don brand. So basically this means that Keeper might be the silver Dino Charge Ranger for a while, for a short time, then Jason will take over the world. But this but we at this point, this is just a maybe. This is just a maybe. So anyway, the identity for Q Gold is not yet it's been revealed, but according to my sources at the non-brand, the actor might be revealed at this year's Power Morphicon. So basically, so we might get a so basically the actor who's gonna play Key Go might appear and might be revealed at Morphicon. Maybe the identities for the two Kyo Aqua Rangers and the new Gray Ranger and the maybe 11th Ranger might be revealed at Power Morphicon as well, but these are still maybes. But anyway, Don Charts is supposed to come back from hiatus at the end of August. I cannot wait, but then like I say, some of these rumors are maybe, some of these rumors are maybe not. So basically, it's a 50-50 chance. Some of these rumors may be true, some of these rumors are maybe not true. So anyway, just to let you guys know. So anyway, like always, it's a Sensei Michael sign off. One.